Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teachers Do. Today I have with me Dead Guy.
Buenas noches.
And today we are going to be starting the beginning of the last regular consistent creative team who had multiple story arcs, which really only applied to Loeb, Verheiden, and this one, which is going to be Michael Green and eventually Mike Johnson, who are both the people who worked on Smallville.
Yeah, they
At
were
least
writers for Smallville.
I think so. I'm double checking right now, actually.
I think you're right.
Yep. They wrote early. He was a producer and wrote. And they also worked on the Green Lantern movie, and they worked on Heroes.
Really? That
Yeah,
makes sense. They probably the first two seasons. I bet it makes sense. It makes sense.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was
They
great. It was a
definitely.
great show.
Yeah. He also worked and co-wrote Logan with Mangold.
Well, what?
Yeah.
That was a masterpiece. Oh
Yep.
wow.
Yep.
Okay.
And he also worked. Did helped out the story version. This is just for Michael Green. He actually worked. Also co-wrote the Green Lantern Emerald Knights animated movie.
That was
With
also fantastic.
Jungle Cruise, Blade Runner 2049, the Kenneth Branagh Murder on the Orient Express.
he's got he's got a resume, man. This is great.
Yep. Like I said, for Smallville, it's just the first 2 years. For Heroes, for again, well, in that case, the first year. Um, American Gods, he's worked on.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
He's got a hell of a resume.
definitely. And he's also the one who helped get started off with the New 52 Supergirl.
That makes sense. I loved New 52 Supergirl.
Yep. Um, but yeah, the fact that he also co-wrote that Green Lantern movie. Now, granted, that was the case of a lot of
Eh,
cooks in the kitchen.
you know,
And the
you can't always
executive.
hit a home run.
Yep, and the executive. You had Greg Berlanti and Mark Guggenheim also involved.
Mm-hmm.
So take that for what you will.
Yeah, the movie was terrible.
I mean, I had some things to like about it, but for the most part,
Eh,
yeah.
nah. Sinestro was
Yeah.
all right. That was about it.
And Mike Johnson actually would usually work under Robert Orsi and Alex Kurtzman because he was one of the people who worked on the IDW and the reboot of Star Trek.
Oh,
In fact, he wrote the IDW comics that tied into that reality.
really?
Yeah,
We're talking the J.J. Abrams reboot?
yeah.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
And of course, the artwork here is by Shane Davis. Now, this is going to have your opening that you are going to laugh your butt at.
Okay. The butt
All
who
right,
laughs.
you'll see. Gotham Towers. This is ridiculous. This is hysterical. I know that look. Now, before I go further, to keep in mind what you see here is not what it appears to be, but you are going to
Right.
crack up. I know that look. That face you make before you start spilling all your secrets. You never could keep a secret. There's something, and there's one secret I never did tell you or anyone. Why I fight crime. Yeah, I'm going with a bad voice for intentionally. You see,
Okay.
Superman. And it all began. Notice the film strips, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It all began with my mother. She abused us terribly, me and my sister. One day when I was just 8, she did more than raise her hand to me. She held a baseball bat. A bat I got in at bat day at the Gotham Knights game. My sister, she stood up for me. She took the beating that was meant for me. For me. My sister went into a coma. Never came out. I swore that day, never again would I let someone be hurt while I stood by. Now every night I watch over this city, Gotham, and I think of my sister, still in a hospital bed, unmoving after all these years. I try to honor what she might have been. You need to learn to keep your emotions in check, Lance. Come. We have the work to do. To your lab on the moon. Yes, to the moon! And cut!
Batman. That's ridiculous.
That was great, Jason. Really feeling it that time. Let's rest and reset for your close-ups and do 3 more just like that. They've got the story of his life all wrong. They've got me all wrong. Story of my life. Always feels dumb in these get-ups once the lights are on. Man, this codfish chafes. I don't know how they wear them. He thinks they wear cod pieces. I have strength enough to move mountains. I'm not sure I'm strong enough not to laugh right now. You say one word. You want me to fly by? I can x-ray the script, see what else there is. Just x-ray all the film. You can't blame them, you know. You're a legend to them, and they don't know a thing about you. In the absence of knowledge, they make up their own crap. I was going to say stories. They just want to unravel the mystery of the bat. They want to understand. So I should be more like you, give interviews. No need. Lois already has her Pulitzer. Damn! There's Jason Wish. I love that guy. My favorite Bond in years. I don't see him as Batman myself, but what do I know about box office receipts? Movie stars are America's royalty. Figure you'll fetch a king's ransom. They paid you $12 million to do this flick. Say I take half of that to let you live to finish it. Are you ransoming me? Why? And why? Are your parents loaded too? Live wire. Want me to handle this one? Lance? Probably a good idea. I might take it out on her. Right. To the moon. Excuse me, miss. But nobody likes overzealous fangirls. Huh? Superman? In Gotham? Oh, man, a girl can't catch a break. Make you a deal. You let me go, we call this a draw, and I don't have to throw 100 million volts through your head. Like this! There's Kryptonite. No, he's faster than a ball of lightning. He can stop a missile with 2 fingers. He can mold titanium between his molars like gum. But there's one substance that can tear him apart from the inside out. One substance that can kill him. And and maybe a girl can catch a break after all. JLA emergency broadcast. This is the Batman. Blue is down. Any flyers in Gotham who can clear the corner of Schiff and Robinson in the next 9 seconds? Do it! Man, Batman, what authorization code are you? 7 seconds! I'm on it. Not quite a flyer, but I could do an okay job. Why is everyone screaming? I said I was on it. Sheesh! Hey, you think they thought I was some amateur who can't save a crowd of pretzel cart. And anyone got a buck? This suit doesn't have pockets. Normally we don't take thank you gifts, but I skipped lunch, and that jog just cost me like 4,000 calories. Just not much of it for strategy. But last time Starlab tested Livewire, she emitted 50 megavolts at her resting rate. Even with the lining in my glove, that won't stop me from 100 times over, and that would stop my heart 100 times over. Damn it, guy! You okay? Fine. Left arm only went numb for a few seconds. Uh, Livewire, really? I can't believe you had to call in reinforcements for her. She's so, second tier. Hey, standing right here. How did she take out Soup? I'm so never gonna let him hear the end of this one. Where is Blue, anyways? Oh, get him to the fortress. Fast. Only way I travel. Rest easy, Clark. That's you the steadiest hands I know. He's pulled worse pieces of worse things out of me many times. You might want to consider raising the heat from time to time, Master Clark. Possibly stock the pantry with some nibbles. Just because you want for no human comforts doesn't mean your guests won't. Oh, and you'll live, by the way. Is he angry with me? It's just his way. Alfred, you try scraping meteoric and sharpnel from alien skin in a meat freezer. I know you tend to heal faster and with more finality than my usual patient, Master Clark, but do not make an effort not to fire any lasers from that eye for a few days. The cornea took a thrashing. Okay, I do not care though how he's making Alfred such bitter.
Mm.
Well, he's never gonna let me hear the end of this one, and one. So he says. Pieces of my homeworld. They should be a comfort to me. You don't want to talk about it, do you? Not really. No, I know that look. Shame. Clark has no talent for it. Men who rival gods rarely do. He just needs to heal. He speaks in Kryptonese. I just need to heal. Light, darkness. After any time with Clark, I start to crave it. We tend to spend our time together on big things, planets that need saving, whole dimensions that need writing, big bright things. The streets are simpler, small-time crooks pulling small-time crimes. The kind of problem I got into this business to fix. The kind I can solve by hand. Sometimes they even cry. A blur stops me in my fun in the middle. He had enough fun for the night. I knew it couldn't last. I have a strange favor to ask you. No, Clark, you can't borrow my pirate ship. I turned your criminal in before you could break all of its ribs. Hope you don't mind. Where can we speak privately? I'm on patrol tonight. You can talk while I work. Try to keep up. I've been doing a lot of thinking about kryptonite. 3 days recovering from the blood poisoning. I can see why. Don't worry about Livewire. The amount of work you do, someone gets a lucky shot in. It happens. Not to you. You can't compare us. Kryptonite used to be one of the most rare. Kryptonite used to, yeah, one of the most rare substances in the universe. Now, not long ago, the Scarecrow. He drugged me. He showed me something something what the world would look like covered in kryptonite. Referencing torment. A world
Hmm.
where I was never safe anywhere. It's not too far from the truth. Kryptonite is everywhere. It's ubiquitous. It's embarrassing. There's so much of it. The prop guy on that movie set had a piece of real kryptonite because the director thought it looked more authentic. Great. Now he cares about authenticity. Just in Gotham, it's traded at $1,000 a gram. I saw a store selling kryptonite stone engagement rings. There used to be a ton of it where I grew up in Smallville. Gave me endless grief. Seemed like we had a freak a week for a while there. Referencing Smallville, enough of it turns people into the worst, most monstrous version of themselves, and turns me into dead weight. Can you imagine what it's like going out there every day, knowing at any second I could be stopped dead? I don't have to. There's a substance out there that has the same effect on me. What? Red kryptonite? Lead. Every night I go out there knowing a blast of it could leave me a puddle on the floor, knowing I could die. That's what makes us human. I'm not human, Bruce. Kryptonite is what makes you close. People almost died because I was incapacitated. And while I was out for 3 days, some people did. Lana once joked that I should just super speed around town and collect it all, stick it in a garbage truck, and pitch the load of it into the sun. I was thinking maybe we should. You mean clean up the whole world? All of it? I can only save as many people as I can and be there for. I don't want to ask you this, Bruce, but I have to. Will you help me? You'll need a reinforced lead line suit. The JLA watchtower. Then we'll need a map. Some time ago, a meteor crashed into our planet, gifting Earth with along with your cousin upwards of 1 million megatons of kryptonite. Fortunately, most burned up in the atmosphere. My crew picked up what they could find of they could find of the rest. This program will tell us how much we missed and how much has been here all along. It shouldn't be too much. I calibrated the JLA satellite scanners to home in on kryptonite's specific beta decay signature. How sensitive is it? To the atom, every negatron of the stuff will show up here in green. Whatever turns up, we collect. I have a storage container waiting in the Nevada desert. It should hold everything until we can. Dear God. What? We're going to need a
Oh,
bigger container. Holy shit!
oh man,
So, how was that for a start?
I'm sucked in. The beginning was very funny.
Aquaman. Now, this I should point out during the point when we had a different Aquaman. I forget his name, but this was post Infinite Crisis when there was a different one, more of a sword and sorcery Aquaman that Kurt Busiek worked on.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Oh, look at that armor!
Oh, that's cool.
We know, and we begin with the known deposits. I go for the big and obvious pieces, while Batman mines the secreted and hard to reach. As good of a metaphor for the two of us as any, we find it and everywhere. We find it everywhere. Clark was right. Kryptonite is ubiquitous, showing up in the strangest places. The darkest corner. You? Hey, that's my teddy! What? So we clean the earth. We clean my earth. We dig. We grab. We plow. We take. Left some money, and oh, it's from Addis Ababa. That's where the kryptonite was found in one of the movies. Yeah,
Oh,
in the first movie.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Clark has been single-minded in his task. I try to stay focused. He honestly believes this is about more than him. Our success will save lives. It's why I agreed. Close it. It piles up. A mountain for safekeeping. All to make those planets safe for Superman. Also, he'll never need that suit again. and with the help of the eager, our map slowly changes, clearing, progress. You'd be surprised how many are happy to spend a Sunday trying to get in good with Superman. Found this chunk in the Andes. Went and covered another 3 squares on the grid while I was at it. Thank you, Firestorm. We know this is volunteer time. Just trying to do my part for a friend. You need anything else, just ask. And if there are any, missions coming up that you think I might be good for, I'd like to think you did this out of friendship. Oh, that, of course. 6 gram to the mole pole in Botswana, just like you said. Never even heard of that place, but it was there. Booster, pocket. Oh, heck, I just wanted a souvenir. You really don't want to keep that stuffed in your pants. That, that one, the biggest single deposit on the planet. We should take it together. I'll have the sub prepared, right? You're doing it all wrong. How did Toyman get in the watchtower? Hero, I took my new shuttle. It's cloaked and parked in the hangar. Was that wrong? You could have Power Girl bounce me if you want. I totally get that. I violated your space. I look. I heard you were trying to squeeze the world and squeegee the world of K. You heard? Okay, I hacked. I just want to help do you a solid. I'm trying to get into the league here. Go home, hero. What do you know, Bats? Mine's bigger than yours. Look, I'll build you a better ship if you hear me out. You're just catering off the easy stuff now. You haven't thought out the particulate matter at the molecular level. Particulates incinerate when any meteor passes through the atmosphere. You think, right? But kryptonite has some vicious binding sites. Free K atoms could have bound to ozone on their way in and stabilized into KO3. I calculated a 93% probability that there's still at least 40 cozone molecules scattered over the planet. It's almost impossible to collect. Almost. Ta-da! Robot spiders. You want to send robot spiders all over the world to collect 40 molecules? Well, I mean, if a bad guy got all those together, that could really suck for you. Maybe. Some people have a lot of free time. Clearly, the next deposit we're going for is at 28 tons mass, and it's a 28-ton mass trapped under sea. I think we can skip the robot spiders. Clark's goes quiet again. A xenolith of this magnitude, it could be the radiation, even with the suit. No, I can see it on his face. He's not afraid. He's homesick. This is the largest intact piece of my birth planet I've ever seen. I wonder what part of Krypton it came from. Land or sea, surface or core? It could have been from the city my parents lived in. It could have touched the foundation of their homes. My father might have walked on this very stone, and yet it would kill me. What's that? What's that? I'm seeing something in the cave. Could be a splinter fragment. The program didn't read it. It's nothing. I need you to cut through the volcanic layer. If we can get it, someone else can. I'm not leaving anything behind. It's hard for me to appreciate how truly beautiful kryptonite crystals are. Imagine a whole planet where this was Earth to build on and sleep on and grow your food. Growing up here, it seems so alien to me. I have 8 hours of oxygen left. Let's appreciate the irony later. What the? Uh, uh, Whatever good rock and did back on Krypton, it's only horrible effects here, mutating life into vile birds themselves. So that was a kryptonite mutation.
Oh.
You've got to be. You have got to be. Would you quit playing around? Get rid of that. Playing? Fights like this, you don't need my talents for. You just need to be really, really strong. I've got it. The laser isn't making enough headway. You'll have to tunnel underneath. What about the mountain? Digging under could bring down the whole north face. We're 11 miles underwater. Who's going to care about anything down here? Boom! I might. You're cutting into our city. There's no city here, Arthur. So they're still calling him Arthur, even though this shouldn't be Arthur.
Okay.
So, yeah,
That's a little
an
confusing, but
editorial glitch. There were many cities under the sea. Atlantis, Sub Diego, they all fell because someone stood aside. That ends. The surface world should know. The seas are no one's spoils. You're new to the Aquaman name. So they know it's him, but they called him Arthur. Like
okay.
and you don't have the experience. Don't make me teach you. Batman, let me. We meant no disrespect. We just want the kryptonite. We'll take it and go, but we can't leave it here. No, You're here digging for fragments of your homeworld. Why should I not defend mine? There is someone's history, and this is someone's history. This was someone's home. No one takes it and takes from it without consequences. We're not your enemies. No one. Do you really want this fight, Arthur? Absolutely! Greatest fighter on Earth. Let's see how fair you fare under at sea, mouse breather. On land, I might take the time to enjoy this. More! Arthur, you know me, and you know you can't hurt me. I don't have to. I just have to hurt your suit. It doesn't take much, does it? For that long. End this! Jam! We are cleansing the world of kryptonite. This is the biggest single deposit. We're taking it. You're trying to clear the whole planet. I'm only trying to make the world safer for me to do my job. What made you think anyone would want that? Except you. Didn't you think of that? And didn't you think of that? Did you? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. And you do as you will and expect people to thank you for it. I will never understand this about you, Superman. It never once occurred to you that the world wouldn't be grateful for a savior. Maybe you have to be at least part human to understand humans. You should know better. Take it. Do as you will. We get it out. We contain it. We do as we will and say no more.
Wow. Wow. I'm not used to seeing Aquaman like that.
A new form of kryptonite. Oh, you're gonna love this one. And this is new. Superman, picking fights, single-minded. I'm not asking again, Metallo. Not running off in the middle of a conversation to stop a missile. It's one thing to comb the world in search of every last shard of kryptonite, to make the Earth a safer place for him to do his endless work. But lately he's become ruthless.
Hmm.
Ah, jeez!
Jeez.
Willing to do what it takes. Usually that's my bit. Batman, here, to put with the rest. Right. You didn't think I'd let him kill you. You didn't think I'd let him kill you. Sorry, Metallo. Just needed your heart. Even made you a new one. Should keep your life support systems operational. Can't promise the same for your weapons. The SCU will be here shortly to make sure. That should do it for Metropolis. What's next? Like I said, we continue going after the Veritiles, all the colors of kryptonite. There's far less of them out there. But with the effects the exotics have on you, we should make them a priority. Bruce goes on, explaining it all about gold kryptonite, robs him of his powers. Black, he's stripped of his sanity. Red, anything could happen. Blue is for bizarros. I know
Mm-hmm.
Bruce thinks I'm losing perspective, that I'm pursuing this mission at the expense of everything else. Whatever time my responsibility to the world spares me and is time I should spend with my family, with Lois. I wish I could take a break from everything, but I don't have that luxury. About point, 0.14 grams worth in the Andes location. We could get it tomorrow. No, we keep at it, of course. Wait, this is strange. The satellite's picking up an erratic signature, flickering, like it's moving. Is it kryptonite? It doesn't correspond to any of the known varietals. It could be something new, but it's definitely kryptonite. I've got a lock on it. Bring up the location. Closer. Oh no. Is that a bar? Not just any bar. Bruce and I don't agree on much. The Oblivion Bar. But we're both uncomfortable
Oh.
around magic. Thank you for
Uh-oh.
getting us in. No problem. You strangers don't belong here, but you must already know that. Help us and we can leave. We're looking for a 4.8 gram piece of kryptonite. Kryptonite? Oh, honestly. Uh-uh. You walk into a place of magic and speaks of elements and sums. Science? We do. Science shows this bar is the source of an erratic radiation pattern coming from over there. Here, there. You mean this? Doesn't appear to be Kryptonian. Doesn't appear relevant at all. Your face in appearances is quite charming. It just needs magic to be open. It needs hellfire. The Ankh
Whoa.
on Rache, the amulet of mindfulness. Unknown material, unknown design. You were looking for this? Evidently, the core is kryptonite, but unlike any other catalog, some new variant, like silver. More than that, the amulet carries a powerful enough enchantment. And doubly dangerous to your friend. I don't believe in enchantments. A new kind of kryptonite. It's so beautiful. How did this even get here? It looks ancient. Most of the world's kryptonite didn't arrive until. Be careful, Superman. We have no way of knowing what effect that could have on you. Just want. Superman, what are you? Just want to touch it. Believe in them
Uh-oh.
now. I, he's asleep and he's stable. What happened and what happens next is anyone's guess. He seems fine. Fine? After being exposed to a rare form of kryptonite that may have charmed, there's no way in telling what could have happened. And, a second. There's no sign and no such thing as charms or magic, just things that require more study. Whoa, Magic K, that's new. Not helping. You've always underestimated the power of magic. You were the same at 17. You don't acknowledge what you can't understand. Uh, and guys, you might want to park the chatter for a second. He's waking up. Superman, you okay? You look funny. Okay, you want to know the joke about magic kryptonite?
What?
It's like he's completely stoned and out of his mind.
He's like tripping right
He
now,
is
isn't
tripping. And can you hear me, Superman? Funny ears. God, I'm starving. What do we have to eat around here? I
he?
love cereal. Never too late for breakfast, is it? Look, they named a cereal after me. Ugh, it's terrible. No chocolate. Superman, is it just me, or does he seem kind of highly unstable? Superman, I want you back in the infirmary now. Wait, do you smell that? Somebody's making brownies. Yes, brownies. In North Dakota. We have to go to North Dakota right now. Guys, you guys are so messed up. It's safe to assume that Blue is down again. Are you kidding? He's luggage. His condition puts us in an emergency situation till we can find a cure. The kryptonite source was this. John has already seen into its destruction, but we need any information about that. Oh no, tell me you didn't. That's what did this? Seriously? You know this piece? The Phantom Stranger called it the Akam Rache, one of a pair of powerful talismans. Deep magic. Their power source was said to have fallen from the sky. Apparently it did. And this isn't the time for more useless conjectures, Zatanna. This isn't the time for you to let your skepticism get in the way of helping your friend. Legend has it the amulet was used to enslave the mind of an enemy, and that the only way to unlock the curse and free the imprisoned mind was with the other half of the moon. Wait, so the only way to get Soups to stop giggling and watching cartoons on the couch is to get the other one? Exactly. That is, if you believe in such things. Where is it? Dinosaur Island, another chromality, like the Oblivion Bar, place that exists outside of normal space and time, where the laws of physics take liberties. Did I say again? All right. Thanks. So be careful. The normal rules don't apply here. I don't think your scan will help much. And they might be different rules, but they're still rules. Rules that can be studied and eventually understood. Nothing can stay unexplained forever. And tiss or sit. So how do you explain this, scientifically speaking? He's a cutie. Don't you just want to take him home? I've already got one. Let's just find the amulet and leave. There's a village ahead. And Ital Snark, get gets Ren Bear, or translate everything. Go ahead, Batman. This jewel has harmed my brother in arms. Do you know it? You seek its twin. I do. Magic so strong, we do not dare hold it. Nor should you. I seek only to free a noble soul. Please tell me where it's kept. I'll go. I can cast an infirm spell to keep me from melting in there. You cannot go. You trade in magic like a god, and the amulet is hidden in the belly of the fire mount, protected from jealous gods who would steal its power. No god can cross its enchantments. No god can enter. Well, I am not a god. I am a man, as human as you, and I fear no enchantment. You mock that which is magic, and yet you wear this totem. You respect its power. You must carry with it with you within, that it might have protect you through the fire. Whoever built this place knew what they were doing. My magic is useless in there. I'll be fine, Zatanna. Just keep trying to get a radiation signal and locate the kryptonite. Got it. I just hope the League is having an easier time with Superman. And like, you just crushed every high score on the planet. Look out for the alien. Oh, you lost your last life. This game sucks. Hey, I had all my high scores on there. Take it easy, Cal. Sit. Is there any more of that magic K stuff? Don't hold out on me. No, that kryptonite's dangerous to both of us. Besides, Batman had John shoot it all into the sun. And that's so me. Wait, maybe I can still get it. Too late. Stupid Batman. Basically, then eventually finds it and then has a brief vision. His parents still alive. Him with Zatanna. Clearly, they're fans of that ship, but he's able to fight it off. Like, like, when will we know it worked? Soon enough. The radiation signal from the Dinosaur Island fragment is the exact inverse of the first. It should cancel out its effects. Two unique but complementary new forms of kryptonite, or a spell and a counterspell. Speaking of, when you were in that volcano, I thought I lost you there for a minute. Did something happen? Just a hallucination. Volcanoes are known to produce natural gas fumes. Fumes? What is with you? You're on a secret base in a secret base in space. Some of your best friends are aliens, yet you refuse to acknowledge the possibility of magic. I don't let myself take comfort in escapist fantasy. Fantasy? You know what, Bruce, Sikium tub, kiss my butt. Is that a spell or a promise? Excuse me. Would someone please tell me what happened? Looks like I was a tad difficult while I was out of it. Supergirl still won't talk to me. What was that thing? Depends who you ask. Whatever it was, it really clouded my mind. It's strange. Lately, I've been so focused on the mission to all but and sudden be so oblivious, without a care. It's like it gave me the break I needed. I've never really had a day off before. I can't afford to, but I can finally see why some people need an escape. Well, of course, everyone except you, Bruce.
Wow.
Nope. Wait, this is going to that annual, which we've already been over, so.
I was gonna say, man, that we're gonna end that with tripping Superman.
Yeah, no, we're not ending it there.
That's leaving me on quite the what the heck.
We got three more
Anyway.
to go. And this is where the story gets a little bit off the rails. I mean, more so.
Well, I mean, it was okay so far. It was a little off the rails, but I guess now they thought, hey, this is a little bit too normal of a story. Let's go off the rails.
Yep. Oh, on a sec. Hate when that happens. This is when Johnson gets involved too. Morning, Fred. Morning, Pete. Gonna be hot today. Always is. Heading out to the ranch later? Yep. Pete? Yep. Looks like we got some new customers. Yep. Oh. I don't. Yep. You must be Pete. Mind if we ask you a few questions? Good Lord and butter, not at all. Can I get you boys a coffee? We can make a pretty mean cup here, best in Kansas. No, thank you. Have you seen anything strange around here lately, Pete? Well, now that all depends on what you consider strange. Me, well, you might say I'm used to strange. Looks like Bruce was right. Again, he said it on the asteroid. After all, there's no reward in being right all the time, especially about what we found. After all, this is supposed to be easy. This was supposed to be easy. An in-depth planetary survey. A few trips around the Earth and a pitch in the sun. Oh,
Oh, I see. They're in the Kuiper Belt,
yep. And then I
or I
couldn't
mean
feel
the.
safe anywhere in the world. All right, we didn't. Yep. All right, we didn't expect there would be so much resistance or so much complications. We didn't expect Superman. You need to see this. What did you find? A problem. Someone beat us here. It's definitely Earth's made. Aliens tend not to bother with serial numbers. Someone else was up here mining kryptonite? Who? The serial numbers match an order routed through a subcontractor that provides supplies for what? A diner. A diner? You're kidding, right? No such luck. Put the weapon down. You two shouldn't be here. Now don't make me. It's unlikely for you'll make anyone do anything. Pete, you should leave now, friend. This gun has a kryptonite core. A radiation pulse from this could pierce steel or kill me. Is that what you meant? Someone mined this kryptonite off world. Where did you get it? Who do you work for, Pete? I don't have to tell you nothing. And no, Pete, you don't. But I promise you, given time, alone with me, you'll want to. Is there any particular reason your floor is made of heavy lead, Pete? Wouldn't happen to have something to do with the with keeping X-ray vision out, unless it was to what? To keep radiation in. More kryptonite. I thought we were almost done. We will be soon. And leave the man. Leave the man. If there's anything here, we'll find out. Something tells me Pete didn't build this all by himself. We don't know what we're up against. You should probably put on the K suit again. Right. I'm going to be so happy when this is all over. Batman, behind me! Jam! Those were kryptonite rounds. Whoever built this place designed it was you and mine. Maybe we should survey this one. I should survey this one alone. I'll be fine. Just a second again.
Now I'm curious, though.
Mm-hmm.
I have my suspicions.
Yeah, I think it's kind of obvious who's responsible. But it's
Who's
not okay. I
always
gotta rephrase this.
responsible?
It's not Lex.
Oh, okay, that's where I was going.
Nope, it's not. In fact, by this point, Lex is no longer a businessman. He has lost it all.
Okay.
And Lana is in charge.
Oh, that's right.
I,
That's right.
I had my suspicions once we found the diner. It was too obvious a misdirect. Ham-fisted, out in the middle of nowhere, billions of dollars spent. My God, but I didn't want to say anything. Not until I knew for sure. Why? No, there's no reward in being right all the time. It's all the government.
Mm.
This is a U.S. government facility. Judging from the size, they have a kryptonite arsenal. But why? I'm on their side. Fear. Some part of them is always going to be afraid that one day you won't be. I don't understand it. We scurried the globe, gathering every microscopic scrap of my home world, and the biggest caches of all was hidden in my own backyard in Kansas. My home, my own government is responsible. Put the weapon down. We are the last line, gentlemen, as in defense. You have breached a restricted government facility and destroyed federal property. You are both under arrest. I recommend you surrender. We're not surrendering to anyone. We'll leave, but not before we clear all the kryptonite on the premise. I'm afraid not, Superman. Excuse me. I'm giving you fair warning. We have been trained and equipped specifically to stop you, with authorization to use deadly force. Whoever you are, I just learned that my own country has been secretly devising the means to kill me. The country I am sworn to protect. The country I love. You'll excuse me if I don't take the time to take you seriously. Now, stand aside. I was hoping you'd say something like that. Last line. Take them down. Second, and with me, Hotshot, Sequence Zeta. Zeta. I love Zeta. And that's the one where I get to this. Bruiser on it. And Batman. Oh, no, you don't. Sorry, Bats. You're coming with me. There's someone who wants a word with you. You stay. That's right. Be good, Boy Scout, and fall down. You can't win this fight, Superman. The last line has been engineered to match and surpass your abilities in every way. Strength, invulnerability, flight, and all powered by kryptonite. That's the thing about kryptonite, Superman. It's more than just a poison to yourself. It's an unparalleled power source. Take that lead-lined suit of yours. Can't have that. Ah! See, we've been training for this for months. I'm sick of trading. I'm sick of trading. You could use some more. Wait, you're who are you to judge? And who are you to judge? At least I'm from this planet. Oh, it's a small guy. I got him,
Mm.
Bruiser. Didn't work and this hard just to see Soups in a helmet. Let's get a good look at him. Let in some light. My pleasure. You work for the U.S. government. I fight beside you. Not anymore. And right now, you're the assignment, protecting the weapon from the guy they were built to take out. Ah! Batman. Come now, genius. You're going to miss the show. Amanda Waller. Why am I not surprised to see you here? I was just going to say the same thing. It was only a matter of time before you and Superman sniffed us out. Hold on a sec.
That was going to be my next guess.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I just got a text.
Oh, you're good. I'm sure that's going to happen from time to time.
Mm-hmm. Uh, and gives me a chance to test drive my new toys. What do you think of them? I think you're using vast government funds to destroy that which protects you. Protects? I've watched vigilantes like you two smash up our country for years, pretending you were saving it, free from any oversight, but your own ungovernable consciousness. People like you are always scared of what you can't control. You were just looking for an excuse. And now I have one. You boys justified the need for this facility the minute you broke into it. Uh, tres- uh, Trespassing on government property, that makes both of you enemies of the United States, just like I always knew you were. You're going to have and throw us away on another prison planet? Let me paint you a picture, genius. Imagine a walking, talking nuclear weapon loose on the streets. One day, he decides he doesn't like the way the country's going, decides to take matters into his own hands. Now multiply the power of that weapon by a factor of, oh, say, 1 billion, and hang a cape on it. When it comes down to it, we don't know the first thing about Superman. His biology, how his powers work, we don't even know his real name. But I'll keep him here as long as it takes to find out. I don't care how noble you think he is. I don't care how noble he thinks he is. One day Superman is going to snap. We have to prepare for the worst. That's what what governments do. That's what the last line was designed for. Just ask them. All my life, I fought to protect our country. Why are you doing this to me? Why? Because you destroyed the only thing I ever cared about. You killed my wife, Superman. You should remember the day, and it was the day you died. I was going to meet Laura for lunch at Metropolis Circle. It was a perfect day until you and your sparring partner brought her office building down on top of her. You came back to life. Laura didn't. You want to know why this base exists, Superman? Why the government spends all this money to find ways to stop you? The real question is, why do you even have to ask? You're weak now, unprotected. It's over, Superman. Surrender, and I don't have to pull the trigger, much as I want to. No, no more fancy suits, no more powers. One more move, and your friend is gone. After all you've done to get you two on trespassing, sort of like when we got Capone on taxes. You were right about one thing, Waller. You don't know anything about Superman. He's not strong because of his powers. It's his heart. He'll never snap, but he'll sure get mad. I'm sorry about your wife. I did the best I could that day. He always does. So much for your last line. You uh, you might want to spend a little more on R&D next time. Oh, this isn't over, genius. We've still got one more round in the chamber, and I still have you. I don't know your real name either. Now, say we get that mask off you, and then once we get to know each other face to face, we can watch Superman die. I think it's time. Lab 9, this is Waller. Send in the All-American boy. You see,
Uh-oh.
genius, we didn't just experiment with weapons here. We made all kinds of toys. Roar!
Oh no.
All
What?
American Boy. That is a dumb name.
Yes, yes.
And do you see what I mean about this going off the rails?
Yeah, I didn't see that coming at all.
He had a name once, a simple Kansas farm boy. All he ever wanted to do was make his parents proud, to serve his country, well and true. He knew what, and that would mean sacrifice, that his life would never be easy. But he did it without fear, because he knew in his heart he was doing the right thing. Hold on a second. Hey, my name is Clark Kent, and I have to hold on to that. Everything else is fading. Kryptonite does that. It basically strains about it all. He just has to focus. And same with Batman. I'm tired of costumes, Batman. Masks. I'm tired of watching people like you think that hiding behind a grand persona grants you constitutional immunity. Tired of men like you assuming the world is just another princess for you to protect and save, and that you don't even have to tell us your real names. Keeping my identity secret gives me the freedom I need to do my work. Your work is over, just like Superman's. You, without your mask, you'll be as useless as Superman exposed to kryptonite. Did you really think I'd let you two take our kryptonite stockpiles back to your secret treehouse? That's the whole reason I developed the All American Boy. That's what we called him. He was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed stalk of summer wheat. Oh, that's a second again. On when he first came in. Then we made some improvements. We got nowhere testing a piece of Doomsday's DNA we scraped off Metropolis until I had the inspiration to use kryptonite as a bonding agent. Then we got some results. That thing is part Doomsday. Uh, on.
Part Doomsday.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's because he's still been transformed.
That's pretty much Doomsday.
The last line was commissioned to subdue Superman. Failing that, we needed the means to kill him. Oh, uh, but yeah, basically, and given how you two broke in his facility, the threat of Superman is no longer simply imaginary. This is where it ends, Batman. No more running around, imposing your will in the name of truth and justice. Today, I think the mask comes off. Uh, but a miracle comes to free me. Get up. I can't hold it and hold it off. No, you can't. This is a fight you can win. What? What is that? It's America. So yeah, sends flying until Smallville
Oh.
miles, Wichita 45 miles. Roar! I'm bored. You live in Smallville. When aren't you bored? That's Otto's butcher shop. Anson's shoe store. Must be Peach Free Street. Everyone, go! Go to home. Tell your families to leave town. Whoa, Superman! No! Now this is what should have happened in Man of Steel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time for guards. Clark is out there fighting Waller's All-American Boy alone. He won't last long. A rush of air. That sound. Nobody gets me twice. Stand down, Batman. You're still in our custody. You're Brennan, right? And this is Waller's last line. Waller might hand us our mission, but this is my tech, my team. A team designed to take out Superman. A team designed to take out any hero who needs to be kept in check. Is that why you made that monster? Is that how you justify playing God with decent soldiers? I have every reason in the world to want Superman dead, but I didn't make that abomination. We didn't know about the All-American Boy until Waller set it loose. I heard your story. Your wife, Laura. She died as an innocent bystander in the first fight between Doomsday and Superman. Unless you want to see more innocent people die, just like she did, you'll help me stop it. You'll help me save Superman. So yeah, it's
Oh.
like again, he's just thinking all about Smallville and trying to stop it all. And Superman, is that you? Pete, Pete Ross. I'm a bad person to be around right now. Too bad. I'm staying here to help you. You really want to help me? Give me your keys. All that kryptonite. Can't fly. Can barely drive. But it's me he's after. I have to lead him away from what's left of Smallville before he kills everyone. Wait, I remember this place. I used to work here, pumping gas over the summer, $4 an hour. I spent it all on comic books. Lana used to visit me here back when we were in love and thought that was all that mattered in the world. The boss was a good man. Let Lana hang out for hours. What was his name? Mr. Bell, you need to get out of here. Oh my stars. My powers are almost gone. Please let there be something left. All I need is a spark. Please. I set history ablaze and buy another minute of life. I will make up to you, Mr. Bell, but I'm going to have to survive this. I'll have to fight like Bruce would. Looks like he's fighting smart. Good. Only reason he's still alive. Smallville. White picket fences. Flags in the front yard. Apple pie freshly baked and windows cooled. One of the few places in the country left that isn't overrun with franchises and chain stores. A part of America blessedly and blissfully resisted the change. A better America. Families gathered around the table, moms and dads, brothers and sisters. Everything I never had growing up. Everything Clark draws strength from. And it took 10 minutes to demolish it. If Clark lives through this, he'll live with a broken heart. Stand down! And no,
Ooh.
not here. Not. I have to get away before Mom. Get away from him! Oh! Let's get you
Uh-oh.
out of here. It's not safe. You need to leave. Day I leave your side is the day I die. Just seeing his face. Just seeing his voice, I feel my strength's returning. Besides, looks like the cavalry's here. I empty the ordnance, enough to move mountains. He laughs it off and leaves me one last play. Damn, I really like this model. Highest top speed yet. Good thing I'm rich. Sorry about the crop, Mr. Kent, and the house. Just glad you got here in time, Batman. And can anything stop it? I wasn't trying to stop him. I just needed to slow him down. I raided Waller's computer to find out what I could about him, some weakness to exploit. There wasn't any, except one. Not everything takes guns, weapons, violence. Sometimes all it takes is a name. Josh? Sweetheart, is that really you? It can't be him. It can't be him. Um, oh my baby, what have they done to you? Mike, look at him, Frank. He's calming down. He recognizes us. It's him. It's Josh, my beautiful boy. His name is Josh Walker. Turns out he's a local boy. Kansas born and bred. Volunteered for the Army straight out of college. But he never knew they were going to take his humanity. We got lucky. There was still a piece of him left. His makers will be very disappointed. Congratulations. Looks like you found his Achilles heel. Didn't think he had one. But you're still under arrest. Us? I mean, us? After what you did to that soldier, to this town, this place, Smallville they call it, no one cares about this place. I do. You're not arresting us. We're taking what we came for. Then we're leaving. You're still thinking about you're taking my kryptonite? Brandon, lock these criminals up. They're wanted for trespassing. Forget it, Waller. We don't work for you anymore. Not after what you've done. I'm taking that boy from you, and I'm going to do everything I can to get his life back. You violated your country's trust. You turned a dedicated soldier into a monster. That soldier volunteered for his duty. That's not what your files say. He thought he was signing up for a bioweapons immunization program. We have all the evidence we need. You're about to be world famous, Amanda. You suggesting that you have your kryptonite, that evidence goes away? Because I might just take that deal, and the rest of your Black Ops budget goes towards rebuilding this town. The one you say no one cares about. Fine. Enjoy your kryptonite. See if any of this is over. It is over. The majority of the kryptonite left on Earth is in your facility, in your weapons. Is that what you think? Oh, you spectacularly stupid men. We didn't make these weapons. We bought them. From who? From someone with a lot more spare. Take a look. Batman, good luck. We have a problem. My name is Bruce Wayne. My name is Clark Kent. Out of all of Smallville, we're the only house still standing. People must think we're lucky. We are lucky. I'll rebuild the whole town and pop every brick. I know you will. I should have known it would come down to Lucer. It always does. Hush up, both of you. Your bad guys will be there after supper. No sense facing evil on an empty stomach. Eat your peas, Bruce. My name is my secret. I was given that name here. Yes, ma'am. My secret is safe here. It's good to be home. One more to go.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Mm-hmm. It shouldn't come as a surprise. I'm shocked to find LexCorp's behind it. To find they're the ones designing and outfitting kryptonite weapons for the U.S. government, so they would have the capability to kill Superman if they ever wanted to, so they could hurt me if they ever needed to. Kryptonite warheads. They're playing for keeps. Batwing Evasive Maneuver 7 and 9. I can take care of this. Those weapons are designed. Well designed. One false move, I won't make one. Wait 5 seconds and you won't have the chance. Stay in my contrail till I say so. Then you're clear. We only approached and they fire. Waller must have tipped off Lucer. The only problem is that he's supposed to be off planet. He is. Lana Lang is in charge of LexCorp now. Then Lana is the one giving your government the means to destroy you. There's no way. I know Lana. She would never. The kryptonite weapons program had to be one of Lex's projects, creeping in in her absence. Lex put this in motion. Lana will take care of this. I'll talk to her. You do that. I'll find out if she's lying. Clark believes the best of everyone because he strives for the best in himself. It's a problem. If you're gonna just hover there, you may as well come in. Lana, sorry to bother you at work. I'm glad you did. We don't get too many opportunities to see each other these days. It's not like we have honors math and Spanish together anymore. I wish we did. Those were simpler times. I didn't get missiles fired at me nearly as often. Right, that. Sorry, it's the building's automated response to fast approaching entities. Lex kept a lot of Safeguards. You put up our prom picture, Smallville High. Had to make the place my own somehow. Listen, someone at LexCorp has headed the design and manufacturing of kryptonite weapons. Tell me it's not you. Tell me those were more of Lex's safeguards, and I'll believe you. Lana, I make my way through the maze of the building's underbelly. Enough security to keep out everyone else. Some and Thai boxing in their techniques. Lana has her guards trained a lot tougher than Lex ever did. She seized her role as Mongol with both hands. She means business. It was a business decision. I did what I had to. What you had to? You're my friend, Lana. How many times did you save me from kryptonite? How many times did you almost die because kryptonite slowed me down? I only wanted to make the world safe for me to clear my home of poison, only to find an arsenal of kryptonite weapons designed to kill me and built by you. Why? For profit? For stock value? You don't understand. This has nothing to do with us. I have responsibilities that you can't imagine. When Lex was taken, I inherited a multinational corporation whose stock was just in the toilet. People's jobs, people's lives were on the line. A thousand families go hungry or get fed based on the decisions I make. So I made a decision. I made weapons for the U.S. government per their request. It was that or bankruptcy. And I saved this company. You saved LexCorp. You saved a soulless corporation built on the backs of moral corruption and slave labor by risking my life. LexCorp is past is its past. My responsibility is its future, and this product is in high demand. The reason for that are yours to sort out. You're done, Lana. Wherever you and you're keeping it all, we're taking the kryptonite from your reserves. I can't let you do that. I won't tell you where it is. I'm not asking. By now, Batman's already gotten into your data systems and found everything we need to locate it all ourselves. He'll set off charges in the mainframe and destroy your entire network in my order. It's over, Lana. Batman, I'm in. I found LexCorp's caches of kryptonite, a megaton underneath Siberia. Then let's go get it. Please don't make me stop you. Lex tried to stop me from doing a lot of things, a lot of times. He never succeeded either. Lex didn't think of everything. Wait, Superman. There's a problem. There's more than just one LexCorp cache. More? A lot more. What Batman just found is that LexCorp is well prepared to stop you from taking what's not yours. We don't have one cache of kryptonite. We have thousands, all shielded from your scanners, all strategically placed around the world. Too many for you to do anything about it in time. You make one move for any of them at any time, and I'll have to push this button. And every one of them explodes simultaneously, instantly vaporizing thousands of megatons of kryptonite into the Earth's atmosphere. Every corner of the planet will be contaminated by a microscopic film of kryptonite, land, sea, and sky. Not enough to harm human beings, but just enough to make every square inch of the Earth a death trap for you for 1,000 years. She's right. They're primed and ready. A kryptonite dirty bomb. 1,000 kryptonite dirty bombs. I'd, I'd have to live in a protective suit for all my rest of my life. No, Superman. You'd have to leave. You, your cousins, and clones, the Earth can never be your home again. You'd have to find another. All I have to do is move my finger. I'm sorry. I don't like threatening you, but I have to protect this company and the employees I serve. Now please tell Batman to stand down. Go home while you still have one. Lana, this is me. You may have been asked to play the role of a cold-hearted corporate killer, but I know you're not. I know. I know you won't push that button. You were the only person I trusted for a long time. We loved each other once. You wouldn't. Don't make me Superman. Don't test her, Superman. We can find another way. It's okay, Batman. Hit the charges. Blow the mainframe. And let's finish what we started. Now, she wouldn't. She does. It happens all at once. 1,000 controlled explosions. The fine green dust settles over Metropolis, over the world. In an hour, no one will be able to see it or feel it except us. It's already in the atmosphere. Every major city is covered. Even the fortress is contaminated. Not much Lana doesn't know about you. And the others, Power Girl, Supergirl, and Chris and Crypto are all safe in the watchtower. We'll figure this out, Clark. There's got to be something we can do. There's nothing to do. It's over. We can't let Lana win. Not like this. It's not Lana it's won. It's not even Luthor. It's kryptonite. I always knew it would one day. It's why I fought so hard to get rid of it. Maybe too hard. Now I can't set foot on the Earth outside of a lead suit. It's everything I feared. A world I can't touch without my own hands. With my own hands. Another world home lost. I'll send for Lois. Batman! Hey, my mon bats! And you there? I need a sec. Toyman, not now, hero. We're in the middle of a. Yeah, I saw all, and we all saw. I thought I could help. It's too late for help. Well, remember my spiders? The one I said could clean up the kryptonite on a micro level? It looks like you've got a crap load of micro K to deal with. That's it. Send me the specs right away. I'll have to build hundreds of thousands, but in time we might. Actually, I sort of already did. How many did you make? Not sure. They're self-replicating, so I just need to hit the on switch. Hero, if you're saying what you're saying is true, now would be a good time to hit the switch. Right, about it. If I did do that, so what do I get? You want a reward? You mean cash? I was thinking more like Power Girl date with me. There's a decommissioned Power Girl robot. We could done. Then send them out. Well, that's the thing. I sort of already did. What? You think I let Soup suffer? Give me a little credit. Good man. In fact, people should be seeing them any second now. So it's all cleaned up.
Cool.
Whoa, we should almost have the planet made on a habitable every day. Hey, after we catch up, you want to help me report something fun? Mr. Wayne, it's Lois Lane, Clark Kent, also from the Daily Planet. We've met before. Good to see you, Lois. Oh yeah. Sorry, I meet a lot of people. So are you looking forward to the movie, Mr. Wayne? I hear they spent a lot of time exploring Batman's secret motivations. They better not waste screen time on origin nonsense. Hero movies are a waste if there is too much talking. I just like a good smash 'em up. Now, if you excuse me, I'm here to see a movie. Then I've got somewhere to be. World's finest, more like world's most ungrateful. Not even a thank you. What? Oh, is that a tractor beam? Bats, are you hijacking me? If people around the world are scared of their few spiders, it's their cultural bias, not my fault. Just thought I'd drop you home. Home? But this is the Watchtower. Congratulations, we're making you an official member of the League, hero. When League calls, we need you ready. Are you ready, hero? Are you ready, hero? We're going to be late for dinner, toy boy. Reservations are at 8. Paris time. Oh my. Power Girl? Not a robot? Not a robot. Okay, trying really hard not to die right now. Paris, here we come. You one. You have no idea. You can say, Clark, no thank you. When you push that button, you try to take everything from me. My home, my family, my life. I never thought you would do it. I never thought I would either. I'm sorry it came to that. You pushed me. It's not like the old days. I have responsibilities now. I'm trying to make something good out of this company. I'm trying. I can see that. Lex would be proud. You might wonder sometimes, I know I have, what life would have been like had you and I, had it been you instead of Lois. And you might have wondered why it wasn't you instead of Lois. Lois would never have pushed that button. She waits until I'm miles away, but I can still hear the tear rolling down. Why so sad, and Alana, love? You did perfect. So someone manipulated her.
Hmm.
Everything we've been through, it's down to this. Thousands of tons of kryptonite, all that's left in my home world. It's time to destroy it and make my new home the only home I've ever known safe. Thank you, Bruce. I'll send it to the far side of the sun. No, throw it where they can see it. Let them know up and let them look up and know. Let them all know that when they need one, when they want one, they have a savior. And he is safe again. He's home. Ruff! That's it. We did it. Every shard, every scrap, those known to man and those not. Not all of it. There's still one last piece. I want you to keep it. Are you kidding? After all we went through to keep you safe from kryptonite? When we started this, a lot of people didn't want us to succeed. Enemies, friends, governments, maybe they're not entirely wrong. There were times when we were collecting kryptonite that I went too far. I saw a side of myself I didn't like. I made mistakes. You said it when we began. Kryptonite is what makes me most human. And to be human means to have vulnerabilities, to know there's always an end. I don't and I allow for this some possibility for death. It's only a mask playing at humanity, morality, the fear of death, and its immediacy. It's a fundamental to human conditioning as breathing. You don't breathe either. Now I can. Take it, the last piece of kryptonite in the world. I'll keep it safe. I know you will. I know I can always trust you, Bruce. He always will. I stored it in the most secure part of the cave, in case of emergencies I cannot yet imagine, in case I ever need it. I pray I never do. So he kept a lot of the
All
kryptonite.
of them.
Not all of
Wow.
it, but just a chunk
Oh,
of it.
nice, Batman.
Let me just check one other thing very quickly first. But what did you think?
I like that a lot. I like that a lot. It was different. It was,
Very different. I mean, something like I hated the Lana stuff. That was BS.
yeah. But I feel like they're opening that door. It's got to be
Yep.
Lex.
No, actually, I can tell you this: it's not Lex. We do find out later, but not here. But yeah. So overall, what would you rate that one? Artwork and
That one.
story.
Artwork was great. Artwork was phenomenal.
Hmm.
Story wise, I would rate that at a 7, or an 8.
Yeah, because there was some issues, wouldn't you say? I mean, come on. It once you got All American Boy, that was dumb.
Yeah, and it's not exactly the greatest.
Oh, oh, you're getting choppy. You're
Give
getting
somebody
choppy. You got
either.
choppy. You got choppy. You got to replay that.
Sorry, I said it's not the best name they could have given somebody either. To be honest with you,
But just the idea too. It's just that's where it felt just so dumb.
it was kind of Captain American. You know what I mean? Almost abomination kind of thing going on. But you
Exactly. It just
take the
felt
soldier, do experiments on him. Speech around.
yeah, and just and having
It
it be
was just.
Doomsday and Kryptonite. That just felt so cliche.
I was gonna say it was a little tropey for Superman, but I mean
I mean,
sometimes
overall, the
like
idea of taking out all that Kryptonite makes sense. But they never seem to continue with that.
no, and honestly, it would have been an impossible task in all actualities. And then you clear all the kryptonite on this Earth. There's infinite Earths. All you got to do is pop over to another one and
Yeah,
bring all the
but
kryptonite you can. And
they didn't focus on the multiverse by this point yet.
no, yeah, it's clearly before they started really delving into that. But yeah, it was just a little off the rails, like you had
It was.
previously
It started
described
off
it.
strong. It started off strong.
I felt like it ended strong too, but in
Oh
the
yeah,
middle is it just kind of spiraled
yeah.
into.
Like the Magic K. Interesting idea, but really, did we need to see Superman high?
No, it was a little funny, but sometimes, like with the Avengers movies, sometimes you're trying to put too many jokes in the middle of my action, and it's not the
We
time
know
for
we know this was
that.
written by TV people.
Right? It's like too much violence, and people get tense, and it's like I gotta crack a joke, and it's like you don't have to do that. Violence is supposed to be tense. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's supposed to be not funny. So yeah, I mean it was a little funny point, but almost unnecessary. I
Mm-hmm.
agree.
All right.
Overall, though, I think it was a
But
really cool
overall,
story, though.
yep. So yeah, we'll be continuing next time with a few other stories and all that. Continuing on with Mike Johnson stuff. But until then, we'll see you all on the next one. Take
Bye,
care.
guys.